Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and we're bringing you another armor guide. So this one, I'm calling it the Savy Man-at-Arms, and it's due to a request by Edward Savy, someone who requests armor guides pretty frequently on the channel. And I like this one a lot, so I decided that I would make a video about it. As always, we're going to just start off with weapons. So for the weapons, we have the Duelist and the Dagger. So the Duelist is actually a decent longsword. It says a decorative longsword more suited to duels than the battlefield. Nevertheless, it can be deadly in skilled hands against one opponent, but the fragility of the blade is a drawback. So the durability is only 53, and so like the best longsword you can get in the game is St. George's sword, and that has a durability of 110. So this one is significantly lower, but that being said, it's not that bad. I mean, if you run into combat, like the battle at Přibyslavice, it might be severely damaged to the point where you can't use it anymore by the end of the battle, but other than that, it holds up decently well, and it has really good stab and slash for such a mid-tier weapon. You got 62 and 62, that's just 10 less than St. George's sword on either one. So the Duelist is one of my go-to swords, especially early game. And I think it fits really well lore-wise with a man-at-arms like this. So that's the longsword we went with. And then of course a dagger, because as Edward knows, everyone needs a dagger. So that's weapons. Let's move on to clothing. So for clothing, we only have a few pieces. We've got the Dark Saxon Gambeson, the Knight's Spurs. I added a padded coif. The request didn't have that, but it didn't have anything for this. And given that it doesn't change the aesthetics of the appearance once fully armed, I decided we'd have at least this much added to the armor rating because you need a coif. It absorbs a lot of shock. And then some red hose. There's a whole bunch of different variants of red hose in the game, but these ones are the ones that I think I like the best. So I went with these ones. So that is clothing. Let's add the mail. So for mail, it's pretty simple here. We've got the mail chausses, which are the obvious choice for leg protection. The noble's mail collar, so not a full coif, it's just the collar. And then a short common hauberk. And now there are two variants of the short common hauberk, one with short sleeves and one with long sleeves. The request didn't specify either one, so I just went with the short sleeve one because I kind of like how it looks better. So that's the mail. Let's add on the top layer of armor. So for the top layer of armor, we have the Aachen Dark Brigandine, and now there's two variants of this. I went with this one. I like it a little bit better because the shiny rivets stick out a little bit better, and it's closer to black than the like real dark brown like the other one. So that's why I went with this one. Then we have the Nuremberg plate chausses, basically the best plate chausses in the game that don't have any gold on them. So go-to, or real good choice for a suit of armor like this. Then we have riveted pauldrons. Now there are three variants of riveted pauldrons, two with the full shoulder protection like this and one that stops up just below the shoulder. This one is the black variant, which is what was specified in the request. An excellent choice, looks really good with the suit. Then the open bassinet for the helmet, which is a solid choice if you want pretty dang good comprehensive protection all around, but still have an open face. So it's appearance-wise, so it's not stat-wise the best open face helmet in the game. That would be one of the kettle helms. Has, I think, a rating of like 21, which is pretty dang good for being open face. But this one is up there, and it looks pretty cool because it's a bassinet. So that's the helmet, and then Milanese gauntlets, which again, these are going to be some of the best gauntlets you can have in the game that are just plain silver, don't have any ornamentation on them. So honestly, aesthetically speaking, this is a really nice suit of armor. I actually really enjoy this. Like I said, when I saw the request, I popped into the game, put it together, and I was like, yeah, I'll make a video for that. That's a nice looking suit. So as far as stats are concerned, this one has a weight of 78.3 pounds, putting it right in that medium to medium heavy weight. It's not quite as heavy as a lot of your full suits of plate armor are going to be, but it's also not what I would consider light armor or even what I would consider strictly medium armor, because this is decently heavy. It's getting close to 80 pounds. For value, we have 7,452.2 groschen, so that's actually really low. Considering how nice this suit looks and actually how well it performs, that's a very good deal. That's a decent value for the armor. And then we have an AAR, or average armor rating, of 82.75, putting it right to that medium to medium heavy rating. If we consider 100 to be a tank, this is obviously less than that, but it's considerably better than a lot of things you can wear, especially considering how good it looks. This is about twice as good as the Shadiversity suit that I put out several days ago. Decent one. Let's look at it outside. So here you can see it from the outside. Honestly, like I said, I really like how this one looks. And now, don't get me wrong, a lot of that is the Brigandine. Brigandine is just, it's so unique in the game. Like, it's not unique in the way that nobody wears it, but I just really like how it adds to the appearance. It's one of my favorite things about making suits of armor in this game, and this suit just matches really well. It was, first of all, it keeps Henry looking nice and slim. Some suits of armor start making him look real bulky. This one doesn't. This one keeps him nice and fit looking. Doesn't look way too heavy, and it has just toe to top of the head protection. It just looks awesome. Honestly, like I said, aesthetically speaking, one of the most aesthetically pleasing outfits in the game. So let's see how well it protects Henry when we take it into combat.
I'll wipe my ass.
You can just feel the higher mobility. That's one of the things that I really like in this game, is that it's not just stat-wise. Like, you can actually feel the difference in combat when you're using something that's decently light.
I'm over here.
Let's see, where'd that other guy go? Oh, a third guy. That's going to throw a wrench into our plans. Yeah, the duelist is real good at getting those perfect blocks. It's one of the reasons I really like it. I don't know if that's just been like a coincidence and it's just been my experience, but it seems to really be good at blocking.
That all you?
Like, look at that. I never miss a riposte with this sword. There we
Come
go.
and get it.
Got a few jab kills there. Ah, what happened?
You're dead.
There we go. Oops.
All that.
Oh, man. The tent must have screwed up my perfect block.
Mrka.
Mrka? What does that mean? Oh. There we go. Actually surprised we haven't died yet. I mean, not because of the armor, but just because we got swamped by 4 guards. Decently high-level town guards. That's one thing that a lot of people don't take into account. Oh no, what happened? Oh, we're even more surrounded. Now we're gonna eat it. This is just too many people. But one of the things a lot of people don't account for when I'm doing these guides is bandits and cumans are way easier to kill than town guards on average. Most of these town guards have a strength level of 18 to 20. Like, they hit way too hard, and their stamina doesn't drain very fast because their strength is so high.
Someone has been killed!
Then on top of that, most of them are wearing plate armor. But, yeah, if you got a longsword like this, the most powerful you'll ever have it being is by just balancing your blocks so you don't take too much damage, and then stabbing them. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, we're gonna eat it. I surrender. Don't kill me. There we go. Let's see if we can't take out the bailiff before we die. That way, at least we'll feel like we achieved what the Savy... Ah! Don't let me die! Ah, bummer. So let's just take one more peek at that armor. So yeah, I'll just pop it up on screen here so we can look at it a little bit more. Honestly, like I said, I really like how this looks. It performs pretty dang well. It's light enough that it really doesn't encumber you much as you're playing. And it just seems like the whole thing is a perfect combination for that mid-tier to decently high man-at-arms serving maybe a lower lord or maybe even a hedge knight, something like that. Like this would be the hedge knight suit of armor at this time. I just really like how it looks. It screams a lot of potential for role-playing ideas in the game. Thanks, Edward Savy, for recommending this one. If anyone else has any requests or anything they'd like to see down in the comment section would be the place to leave that. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.